On this episode of Infowars News Blitz, we're going to be talking about an exclusive interview with Charlotte Iserby as she reveals the demoralization of America. Also, we're going to talk about Iowa officials denying vote count errors and rumors and interrogations and allegations. We're also going to be talking about, I'll also be reading an article about the 2012 terrorist identification chart, which is an actual terrorist chart. It says everything is a terrorist. The Dismal economic accounted for the new year. Michael Savage lays into Crackpot Rom Hall, and more. Straight ahead. Okay, first start off here. There's an article on Infowars.com called Exclusive. Charlotte Iserby reveals Skull and Bones and the Destruction of America. And unfortunately, if no one knows who Charlotte Iserby is, Charlotte Iserby is a woman who basically is this. I think she was the second something. I can't remember, but I remember she was the second something in the Department of Education. She was almost right up there, and there were like manuals and stuff she leaked, who was about, you know, how to dumb down American people with special ed and stuff like that, which I was in, of course. How could I possibly miss that stuff? And a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Her father and grandfather were Skull and Bones members, you know. And, you know, she actually revised a book called The Deliberately Dumbing Down of America, which is actually on the Infowars shop page. If you want to know where you can get it, just go to the Infowars store. Go to www.infowarsshop.com/the-deliberately dumbing down deliberately dumbing down of America revised and whatever that name is. I can't spell the word out, but you get the idea. You can go there, buy it. It's about $29.99 on the site. This woman has basically saved a lot of people, and unfortunately, because of her work and the work of others, people are now able to read these books because of, well, basically the people that came before her, came for Alex, and all this other stuff. I mean, seriously, I mean, they're really trying to kill us, and on top of that, they don't seem to give a darn about us. I'll just put it to you that way. What she has leaked is very damaging info, which I think most of you in here who are maybe listening to this might want to read. I mean, you really might want to read it. There's an article out by Steve Watson called Iowa's Officials Deny Vote Count Error as Rumor in Detrigo. I can't really pronounce that I word. Maybe I can spell it out for you, and y'all can help out. INNUDENO, an allegation. Ron Paul, and at the bottom of it says Ron Paul supporters adamant of 20 votes despite descriptively or something like that. I don't know. During caucuses. I can't spell, folks. I'm sorry. Okay, that's my weak spot. GOP officials in Iowa have dismissed reports occurring online that there has been a significant flaw in the vote counting during Tuesday's caucuses and have ruled out possibility of overturning the results. Iowa GOP officials have been contacted with appeasing County Republican officials tonight and did not have any reason to believe the final continued certified results of Appease County will change the outcome of Tuesday's vote. Actually, you know, it's already, well, never mind, forget it. Wrote Iowa's Republican Party Chairman Matt Straw in a statement Thursday night. Out of respect of the candidates involved, party officials would not respond to any rumors or allegations during the 2-week process, Straw added. Really? I mean, seriously. There was multiple numbers of fraud. And by the way, folks, if you haven't been watching my other video, Ron Paul was at least 40 points. Had 40% of the vote, and then he started to slide all of a sudden. And Republican insider said that, you know, don't worry about it, we won't make him win. Trust me. So there's basically rigging in this contest here. And I really do mean rigging. They stole some votes from Ron Paul and gave it to Santorum and Romney, and they made Romney come out on top. And basically, Ron Paul's been cheated here. There is a video on YouTube called 2012 Terrorist Identification Chart, which labels virtually everything a terrorist. And I'm not kidding around, folks. I mean a terrorist. I mean, literally, there's a guy. I mean, on this chart that I have looking in front of me, there is a man running with a briefcase, and it says at the bottom of it, it says terrorist running with IED on it. There's another one that looks almost like a Liberty Bell. It says terrorist communication, and another one that has ET on here that says terrorist with alien hovering technology. I kid you not. It says it right underneath here. So we're gonna go play this clip here, and trust me, judge for yourself. I'll read it for you. 2012 United States Government Terrorist Identification Chart. Terrorist. Terrorist. Terrorist training. Biological weapon. Terrorist writer. Fictional terrorist. Terrorist seniors. Terrorist militia. Armed terrorists. Terrorist propaganda. Terrorist obstruction. Terrorist gesture. Terrorist nearby. Terrorists have been replaced with communists as a reticule for the military of the country, for military advances abroad, and for the suppression of civil liberties at home. Well, basically that's what it says. So basically everything you do now is a terrorist. If you run, you're a terrorist. If you do a peace sign, you're a terrorist. If you show a Scottish Terrier, you are a terrorist. It's getting crazy, folks. It's getting really, really crazy now. An article from Dr. Paul Craig Roberts called The Dismal Economic Outlook for the New Year states that the new economy was a hoax, like Saddam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction and a war on terror. Americans were deceived by their corrupt government, by greed-driven corporations, and by corporate shawls among economists and the prudent class into believing that there were trading middle-class, dirty fingernail jobs in manufacturing for better middle-class jobs, clean fingernail, high-tech service jobs Instead, reasonable pay, manufacturing, and professional skill jobs such as software engineering and information technology were traded for low-paid jobs as waitresses, bartenders, and for jobs in ambulatory health care. I can't pronounce that word. I can't spell like I said. Consequently, real median U.S. income fell for a vast majority of the population to keep consumers spending when they had no rates. The federal government used lower interest rates to create real estate and credit bubble. Translation: it's all coming down now. It's all coming straight down, folks. Do not believe what these people say. And we haven't left the recession either. I mean, really, I'm out of a job. I can't even find a job, folks. And yet they're saying everything's fine. They're gonna suck everybody in and then implode it all. Trust me, they're gonna do it. Believe me, they're nothing but a bunch of stinking liars. That's what they all are, the media included. Another article, which is also written by Steve Watson, is called Michael Savage Lays into Crackpot Ron Paul. Repeat jibe about Ron Paul being anti-Semitic. Yeah, right, dude. I think you're anti-Semitic. Cockbite. Anyway, conservative radio talk show host Michael Savage has once again slandered GOP president candidate Ron Paul, labeling him a crackpot and calling the congressman's supporters die-in-the-wolf war liberals. In exchange with a patriotic Ron Paul supporter on a show this week, Savage once again set about convincing his listener that Ron Paul is wholly unelectable and, worse still, is a danger to the security of the United States. The caller named Barber began by pointing out that Ron Paul is the only candidate who has only been right on the biggest threats America faces today, but is the only candidate who has ever been discussed those issues. Michael won't make any difference if Obama wins or not, because all the Republican candidates are the same. And you know the only candidate is the deranged Ron Paul as the only one who speaks out against not only the NNA but SOPA, and also speaks out against Patriot Act years ago. He is the only one warning about fascism and oppression coming to America, and he has been right, she added. Of course he has been. Of course he's been right. I mean, he's right about everything else. Why the heck now? I mean, seriously, none of these Republican candidates can't even find their way out of a paper bag. They're bought off by offshore bank, and that Savage character is a cockbiting F-tard. I'm sorry I have to speak that way, folks, but he really is one. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, that is all the news I will be reading for you today, folks. Please, if you want to read anything else or hear any of these stories and whatever the heck you want to call it, please listen to this video again and write down the articles. Believe me, or maybe I'll put them in there too. I think that'd be the better idea, because unfortunately I've already looked up half of this stuff and read it, and basically now I gotta look it up and then put some crazy little titles on it. So basically that's all I can say for this point. Please thank you for watching the Infowars New Blitz episode 4. I am Dismal, gonna tell all of you to fight the New World Order. No, really, do it.